One big growing issue are polymers, otherwise known as ghost guns. It's a very nefarious term. It creates a kind of a connotation, but there's nothing illegal for the average person to have a polymer. Normally speaking, in Maryland, to get a firearm, you have to be over 21. You have to go to a gun store. There's a waiting period. You have to be screened. You can't have a prior record. You purchase it, you pay for it, and then after you've been screened, after you go to background check, all that's done, you're cleared, here's your firearm. A polymer is something different. You can buy a part of a gun easily. If you want to buy a clip, just a clip, no ammo, you could buy it. There's nothing, you have to be 21 to buy it. There's also a polymer. It's basically a plastic kit. And you buy the plastic kit. And the plastic kit, it comes in a block, and you shave out or drill out and you pull out different pieces, and it creates a certain frame. You take the metal pieces you buy lawfully, combine with the polymer kit, and you can have an operable firearm. And the tricky part is, and the dangerous part is, there's no serial number, it's not traceable. So the fact is, this is creating a huge boon, if you will, to the criminal underworld or criminal entity. There's even legislation on the national level going about polymers and how dangerous they are, but especially in Maryland, which is very oppressive with gun laws. And again, there's nothing illegal about having the polymer. A person who's over 21, no prohibition, can get one, can make one, can have it in their house for protection, can go to a range to shoot it as long as they're transporting it properly. Nothing wrong with any of that. There are gun enthusiasts, gun makers, individuals that just want it for their home, that enjoy being creative, that have the tools, have the equipment, that want to make them, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there is a problem with people having them illegally. In the very near future, there's going to be additional sanctions and punishment for those individuals who have polymers because of how easy it is to get them, how dangerous they are, because of how prevalent they're going to be and how frequent you're going to see those things. So they have to create a deterrence for those out there from illegally wanting to possess it. Unfortunately, the average person who buys a polymer doesn't follow this. The average person who doesn't buy a polymer doesn't follow this. And what's going to happen is individuals are going to be facing stronger sanctions, but it's really not going to have a deterrent effect. It's one of those tough on crime principles that give a talking point to a politician, but when it has a real effect, a real change, it's really not going to do that, unfortunately.